So what I'm saying is that when these women come to me and they talking about, he sold me pipe dreams. He when the baby came, he just turned into a different person. No, you knew he was.
He's always
You
that.
knew he sold weed.
A lot of women go for those type because a lot of women like to be in control. And when I say, and what I mean by that is, if she has a guy that is on his shit, right, and he's doing this thing,
I'm glad we about to
and
get into that. Go ahead.
I'm just saying he doing this thing, right? Really,
Mhm.
it comes down to it. He doesn't need her. So him having her is in her eyes, sometimes it makes her feel less than because she feels like she's an option. So when a woman has a man that needs her, she feels like she's in control of the situation or the relationship because he needs her.
It's about decision making. I said on a video a couple of videos ago, I said, look, when these women know exactly who these men are. At the end of the day, we grew up in the 90s. We didn't have cell phones, we didn't have internet, we didn't have anything. So I get that woman. I get that woman who didn't really know this guy. You'll see him and then he's shining and shit, and he's really broke and he really living home with his mother. And he's really broke, but he got the 20. The rims are spinning, but he ain't got no gas, and
He just make it look good, man.
Yeah, so I will give it to the 1995 woman who got but I'm not. You're not about to sit up here and
but you know what?
Me.
Real quick, right? You know what I find very interesting? I have a myriad of like female friends, and I got a lot of sisters, and we talk all the time, right?
Right.
And one of my friends told me, she said, women really do be knowing who the fuck they talking with because women are the greatest detectives.
And they smart.
They told, like, she told me, she was like, they know. Yeah, she told me, she was like, before women, like these days, before women get with a dude, she know everything about him. She done went through his Instagram, his social media, then clicked on mutual friends, then went and some, asked this girl about him. They be knowing. So at this point in time, it's like, full well, yeah, the gig is up. You can't play. That's the thing. You really can't play victim these days about not knowing how this dude was.
That's why the red pill argument is so strong.
And also, they do background checks. Women do background checks. They know if they have the guy has a criminal history or not. They know all of this.
What was
now? Dudes need to do the shit.
We lazy.
They're not doing that because we
don't know if they hoes or not. See,
we just looking for how they look,
bruh. I'm trying to tell you,
in the moment.
Men, we get got. I can understand a man getting got by a woman because she know how to hold her shit. And on top of that, the men that say this chick just 10 guys in a month, right? When you see these guys, they're not going to tell you that they fucked her. She knows how to keep these dudes' mouths shut. So it's easier, bruh. I had a girlfriend where I was with her, right? And she was from Silver Springs. I'm from DC, right? And that's a whole nother world. So at the end of the day, I was with her. And then when we broke up, her friends told me that she was a hoe. And I was like, wow, why y'all ain't? And I understand that's their girls.
It was girl code.
But I had to tell, look, I probably shouldn't have did this, but fuck it. I did it. Because she cut my hand and shit on Christmas 2007. Like, she cut my hand. So all that shit is out the window. Fuck it. So I called her friends up because I wanted to know some shit, right? And I called her friend. I was like, Mercedes. She was like,
you really didn't want to know. You wanted to know, but you really
I wanted to know. I gave up because she would tell me about their shit, their STDs they get and all that shit. I was like, yeah. I said, yeah, look, I'm gonna ask you this: who's she fucking with? You know what I mean? Nah, she was fucking with you the whole time, Dre. Like you. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna tell you. She told me, you suck dick outside of my apartment building that time, and I remember when you came over here, you was in the car with that dude for a minute. She told me that you was out there sucking his dick, and your other friend, they basically, you know, they got some STDs and shit. So she was like, what? All right, them boots that she bought this dude, but I was like, man, bro, she brung it on. She gave me all what I knew. Now, maybe that was a bitch move for me. I admit it. You know what I'm saying?
You must have been in your feelings at that time.
I was in my. She cut my hand, bro. Like I wanted to know and I needed to know. See, but that shows you going back to what I'm saying. Women know if this dude is a Pookie or a Ray Ray, and on top of that, they understand that these broke dudes be slanging the dick. Like because these broke dudes don't do shit all day. So they got energy. They got stamina. Look, bro, I go to work. I'm tired. You know, I might get a couple of strokes in, but they be, bruh. I'm trying. Even the successful ones. When I was a Pookie or a Ray, I was a Pookie at one point in time. You feel me? I had nothing. Like bruh, I went. And, you know, now I didn't beg women for anything. They always did shit for me. But I was that guy that lived at home with his mother. You see what I'm saying? And I had so much access to so much punani. Like it was I mean, professional women, bruh. Professional women. And I'm like, why are you, bro? I was a security guard at a mall. And I got so much.
Oh yeah, I broke, bro. You at the mall though.
I was broke though. Like I didn't pay for anything. They paid for it. But that shows you, and this was in 2002, 2003ish. So what I'm saying is that when these women come to me and they talking about, you know, he sold me pipe dreams. He when the baby came, he just turned into a different person. No, you knew he was. You knew he sold weed.
A lot of women go for those type because a lot of women like to be in control. And when I say, and what I mean by that is, if she has a guy that is on his shit, right, and he's doing this thing.
I'm glad we're about to get into that. Go ahead.
I'm just saying he doing this thing, right? Really, it comes down to it. He doesn't need her. So him having her is, in her eyes, sometimes it makes her feel less than, because she feels like she's an option. So when a woman has a man that needs her, she feels like she's in control of the situation or the relationship because he needs her. So when someone needs something, a lot of times they would do whatever they need to do to keep it. So if a man has a woman, in her eyes, she sees him like, he needs me. But once they start to realize that he don't need you, he don't need you, but you are an addition to whatever he's going on until he finds a better option. She doesn't like that. So now that way, now she can punish him by doing whatever she feels. I can kick him out, call the police on him. I could do this, take him for child support, blah, 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 you know. So a lot of times that be the situation too. Whether they want to hear this shit or not, I done seen it so many times for it not to be.
In a world full of half-truths and fake news, the Truth is Controversial podcast. Two truth seekers stand ready to expose the lies and uncover the facts. They're not afraid to speak up, stand out, and take on the establishment. Bleak and Dutch.